It did not unmute itself. Hi, greetings, everyone. This is your spiritual consultant, your Shad'Oracle, MadamShadO, here in the Shadow Gallery with the Hellpaw as per usual. Trying to make sure that mic didn't spike. If you would like to book a private session, purchase a live pull, or donate to me the help of the show in general, you may do so at my website, www.madamshado.wixsite.com/website, or via PayPal or Cash App directly to Madam Shad'O. There is no W in Shad'O ever. If you put a W in Shad'O, I'm not supposed to where you or your money goes, or where you or your money ends up. As per usual, love me, like me, share me, subscribe to me, turn your notifications on so you know when I go live. Join me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Big O, and TikTok. As I said, I do other things over there. If you're on Big O, by all means, want my tail loudly and proudly. Sugar, with that being said, let's get this party started. I probably will not be on here long tonight because, baby, I'm tired. This has been a hell of a rodeo. So let me tell y'all what happened. What is all this? That's not a okay. Whatever. I didn't create the system, but anyway, let me tell y'all what happened. So first, now how my internet had been going in and out. Have been doing this for like 2 weeks. First week I was like, okay, it was some storms and stuff. Maybe that was affecting the internet and everything. Ain't been that many damn storms. So I go ahead and call folk, and I said, hey, I've been having intermittent internet for roughly the past 2 weeks now. Like, what's going on? At first they looked at me like I was crazy. Well, I can't say they looked at me because we were on the phone, but you get that feeling when someone's looking at you. It was like, yeah, whatever. This bitch just trying to get a discount or something. No, I have not had internet. So she looks and she said, well, it does look like there's some interference um with your boxes. Okay. So what's going on? What do we do here? Because I have already had, and this isn't the first time I've had interference with the box issues. I've had this one before, and that was when the guy came out here and had to check every line in the house and find out that there was one open upstairs, and it was an old line that they used for when the first people had people who had this house, they had satellite. I've had this issue before. He said, yeah, it was only supposed to be 7 drops per second, and mine was working on like something like 90,000 or 70,000 a second. He said, there's no way you had internet. So that was what she came with. Like, yeah, there's interference with your lines and your boxes and stuff, but we can go ahead and and then that day it was an outage. They said, well, we can't make any appointments right now because, due to our lines being down. But I can put in the system, which is weird that they couldn't make appointments, but she could process shipping out new equipment. But whatever, it's not my business. So she said she can ship out some new equipment. Cool. So they go ahead. I'm expecting this. She was like, it is going to take about 3 to 5 business days, but it's completely free. It's part of their service. Cool. Baby, it was here the next day. I was getting an email from them telling me, hey, it's at the door. I hadn't even got off work. Hell, I hadn't even had lunch. Oh, okay, cool. I finally get back home, decompress and everything, start opening the box, and as soon as I opened it and picked it up, all you heard was rattle, rattle. Like you shake it, you can hear something broke in it. Immediately, I just stopped. I put everything back in the box and said, because they're not going to sit here and tell me I broke nothing. Called them up. Told him what was going on. You can see scuff marks. So this was something. This was somebody else's box. Okay, this was somebody else's. But the guy who answered the phone, he was like rushing. I'm not talking about like rushing, like vodka. Not rushing, or not rushing, but rushing like he was going fast off the phone. Like, dude, it was like the second time I think I had dealt with somebody who was like, it was just in a bad mood, just didn't want to deal with nothing. And I'm like, I didn't even take it personally. I'm like, but damn, maybe you need to take a break and transfer me to someone else. But he was like, okay, so what's wrong? What's going on? Explain what happened. Uh, okay. Makes the appointment, like rushes off the phone. Like, what? Okay, whatever. Must got some shit going on. Guy gets here. Literally, this had to be over the course of 3 or 4 days. So whenever the last time I was in here, yeah, over that, from then to now. He came. I'm trying to remember. The day after I was in here is when I called them and they sent the package out here. Telling me like I could put it up myself. Heard that rattling? I'm not doing that. So the next day it got here, and then that day was the day he um made the appointment, and then the guy came next day. So like I said, I'm tired. So I might have my days a little wonky, but this guy get here and that poor man, I almost I ain't gonna say I felt bad because that's his fucking job, but I almost wanted to feel bad for him. Can you have a reading? So basically, you want a general. Got it. If you don't tell me a specific reading that you want, I'm gonna assume you want a general. Claire, you got the Ten of Wands upright. This feels. Whew. I'm not gonna assume. Do you have a male figure that crossed over? I don't channel for free, but I'm just like, is your dad still here with us? I just need to know that so I can read this one card. So is your dad still living? And this is your question, Claire. Is your father still alive? Is your mother still alive? If they are not, did your mother go before your father? I'm just going to read it this way. The way this feels, it feels like don't make the same mistakes I did, we did, or the people before you did. Yeah, the Ten of Wands upright. Ten of Wands upright is story time. This guy um lived in this area where basically there was about to be like a monsoon, some kind of natural disaster. It was predicted, it was forecasted, it was well known that this was going to happen. Everyone was getting out of there. A lot of people left via boat. So he's rushing, trying to get out of there and said, hey, he's just trying to get a ride with somebody over, you know, to where it was safe. All these guys here was like, yeah, we got room for one more person, and that's it. After that, we gotta go. Well, he decided he's gonna get on, but both of them gone. Your mom is gone. Did your mother die before your father? Um, And the reason I say it because two of these cards make me think that she died before him. And I would just assume that these are coming from them. So, but the guy was trying to get out of there and he decides he's going to get on there, but he gets on there with this coffin on his back. Everyone's like, what are you doing? We only have room for one person. One person. Not one dog, not one cat, not one bird, not one fish. One person. That's it. We can't handle anything else. He's like, well, this is his wife, the love of his life. He will not leave her behind. And they told him, you got to make a decision. You got to make a choice right now. Either you get your ass on this boat by yourself and you survive and leave her where she is, because you can't do nothing for the dead right now, baby. They gone. Or you decide that you going to still try to bring her and you decided to die with her. Her being his burden. Not saying she was a burden, but that is not something people are willing to deal with. Someone who cannot let go of the past. Someone, your dad's still here? Okay. So this is not that. But I'm going to still read it this way. No one wants to be around someone that beats a dead horse. No one wants to be around someone that constantly lives in the past, who cannot move on, who's bringing some old situations that were over and done with. No one wants to be around the person who's going to keep pretty much bringing up the dead. I mean, granted, that's all I do. But but no one wants to be with someone who's going to bring up dead situations over and over again. If you are doing this, you are going to miss the boat, basically. You are going to completely miss the boat because no one's going to want to deal with that. No one's going to want to deal with you constantly going back and going back. Eventually, baby, even a prisoner has a day in the damn sun. You got the Eight of Pentacles upright. This is the Emperor. This is that fatherly figure. This is that man that's like, I've seen this. I've written this story before. I've read this story before. I've lived this story before. This is how it's going to go. This is how it should be. This is how it could be better. This is the Emperor in a more concentrated light. This is the Emperor in the delegation, in the authoritarian role. This is the Emperor delegating authority to whom he needs to delegate it to. This is the Emperor at work. This is that father figure at work, in his element, doing what he does best, which is lead. And then you got Judgment upright. Basically, that's saying you're making the right decision. Yeah. Only reason I asked, and I can't really show this card because the people are not exactly wearing clothing. But up here is a woman. Right behind her is a man. And basically, this was after the ship had went down and they were dying. The woman went first. So that's the only reason I asked whether your parents or grandparents were still alive. But yeah, stop living in the past. You cannot help the dead. Rather, if a situation has been handled, we understand it happened. But don't keep bringing it up. Like, and this is not saying it in, like, let's say you were molested or something. Robert, what's going on? This is not saying it about that. This is not saying you are not allowed to basically be a victim without being a victim. No one's diminishing that. But this is saying if you got some old ass situation, that shit been done, been dead before. Like, okay, you and this girl fell out because she slept with your man. Well, it's understood. You don't fuck with her because she's a hoe. It's very well understood. You don't have to keep bringing up her wholeness. But people, like the bitter baby mama thing, but people tend to have this, people who don't have the best upbringing tend to have this need for attention, tend to want to be in the spotlight. So they'll bring up a lot of past shit so they'll stay being a victim. This is saying stop doing that. Get your shit together. This is literally saying get things in order. That's the Emperor. Then Judgment is upright. Make the best decision. You've done it so far. Keep doing it. This the Everyman. What's going on? Tanka Toshiba, what's up? You're welcome. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. If I go to anybody's Thanksgiving or Christmas or any holiday food operation, okay, anything with food, and I see some blueberries and some mac and cheese, I'm slapping the piss out of everybody in there. You understand me? Then I'm gonna find out who made that damn bullshit. I'm gonna force them to eat the whole damn pan. I don't even eat macaroni and damn cheese, and I know that's a sin. That should be illegal. Yes, it should. Blueberries and macaroni and damn cheese. Look, keep asking your questions. Ah, but yeah. What was it? Yeah, about the guy who they came. This man. Now let me tell you something about this. When the technician finally came out here to check the equipment, dude came in here. You could tell he getting it out the mud. You could tell he getting it out the mud. We're gonna put it like that. This man got here, and his first words were after he confirmed he was where he was supposed to be. His first words were, "I don't know why they sent me out here." What do you mean you don't know why you got sent out here? He said, "I don't know why I got sent out here." Oh, okay. And I tell him what's been going on, and he looks at me, and I could tell I assumed, but it was a part of his look where it's like, nah, I know exactly what you're thinking. Claire, I'm not channeling for free, baby. That's not what I'm doing, and that's not what I was doing. Um, but I explained to him like they sent me this equipment, and I shook it. He was like, "No, don't do that." I was like, "It's already broken. It came this way. That's why I'm not touching it." So he looks at me like, "You could have activated it." He didn't say it, but he had this look like, "You could have activated this shit yourself. You could have." So he goes ahead, takes stuff out the box, looks at me and looks at the TV because the TV is on the stand, and he was like you want to scoot this out?" I was like, "Just," and I pulled the TV out. He was like, "Oh no, I was just making sure, because then I had to pay for the TV if I break it, huh?" And I'm like, it's an odd assumption. I mean, it would be true, but it's an odd thing to say to somebody. Like, what the fuck? But he takes out the old router and modem, switches it out, and then he waits. He was waiting for a minute because it turned on, it turned green, then it turned blue, and then it was red. And he's like, "Huh, okay, now let's set this up. We just gotta activate it." And nothing. This man went through two modems. Um, he did two modems, and Claire, I am not going to channel for free. Claire Smith, I am not going to channel for free. What you are asking me to do is channel. That is not free. It has never been free. I'm spot on. I'm very sure I am. I'm not channeling for free. But yeah, he went through two modems and five, we're going on 6 routers. He was here like for it's supposed to be like a 15-minute appointment. He was there for almost an hour trying to get these boxes to work. Could not get them. He had checked outside, inside, everything. Couldn't, nothing wanted to work. And he was on the phone with his supervisor saying, well, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I can't make it work. I've done everything in my power. They say everything's good on their end. It's good on my end. I don't know what to tell you. So, um, yeah, I gotta go. My supervisor tell me I can't be here any longer. Okay, but so what is like? You have internet, you just don't have Wi-Fi. I can't get the router to work, so I don't have internet. No, you have internet, you just don't have the Wi-Fi. So they wanted me to run an Ethernet cord from the box to whichever device I need the internet on. Y'all see how many devices I'm streaming on? That wasn't happening. Claire, I have already stated what I will and will not do. I have laid a boundary down and you are steady ignoring it. I don't take well to people ignoring my boundaries. I said I ain't gonna ask it. Anyway, um, yeah, but he was here for about an hour. I had no internet. Well, I had internet, but I had no Wi-Fi, and I don't exactly have an Ethernet cord or Ethernet cable that splits into about 5 or 6, different ones. I don't have that. So yeah, if I would have went live, it would have been like per device, and I wasn't doing that. But I ended up getting it working because apparently the thing that they did not do was sync the damn boxes. Guy had it up and running, and I had called him over the phone. Any other questions? Can y'all believe that my birthday is in 2 days? Well, about 27 and a half hours. I'm excited. I'm really excited to go eat. I love this damn restaurant. I'm really excited to go there. I wonder if they have a clearer idea of what they're going to have on the menu now. Hey, let's see what I can find on the menu. Hmm. I really want. I had a damn like a tomato bit, lobster bisque, tomato lobster bisque, something like that. And good God, that thing was good. They got my peppercorn crusted kangaroo. Okay, ain't gonna do that. Matthew, what have you done? And if it's whether or not you got an STD, it better not be that question. Or if you're the father, because I'm pretty sure I was very, very clear. Oh, Lord, Matthew, I'm gonna need you to. Anyway, well, your new, oh Lord, these make my ex jealous things don't work that well. Well, my new make my ex jealous because she cheated. Pickup line work on the girls in my neighborhood. No. Okay, let's see. They got an issue with this damn goat cheese shit, man. Like a lot of these fucking appetizers and entrees would be good if they didn't use fucking goat cheese. I don't get it. If I go by that card, it means it's so blatantly obvious what you're doing that they don't have to research it. Yeah, okay, so what is my pickings for tomorrow? Not tomorrow. Good God, what's happening tomorrow? Okay, that's good. That is literally just salmon and grits. I was gonna introduce myself and be like, my girl cheated on me, and then ask them for their opinion to go from there. Um, like I said, by that card, it means it's so obvious what you're doing that they don't. A lot of people, and it could very well be that they don't want to get in the middle of something. So I don't know, but it literally looks like it is very obvious what you're trying to do. Yes, that is the answer, Matthew. Yes. I hope they have another damn dessert over there, cause good God, I do better off making my own dessert. And like I said, I might not be in here long because oh, my back is killing me. Off subject. How does Jet? Good God, you and damn Jenny. How many times you done asked me about this damn girl? Cause I'm pretty sure I have answered your question about Jenny, Jessica, Geronimo, and everybody else. I'm gonna tell you something that a lot of people don't believe. It's a new girl that just had the same name. I'm gonna put it to you like this. Not how many girls out there are waiting for the guy to go up to her and just lay it out on the line. Hey, my name is such and such. Like if you go to the same school, you probably already know who you are. Hey, I've noticed you in class or whatever. I've noticed you. I like you, even if you don't know much about them. Like I like you. I like what I see, and I want to get to know the brain behind the beauty. Like it's, but you know, last one is Jenny. That's Jennifer. What the hell ever? What does the new girl feel? Because this is. She gonna run your ass. I'm gonna tell you that now. She is about to run your ass. All of the way these cards are reading, this is being on that high that you won't tell her no. This is the King of Wands upright. This is being possessed, honey. On fire. Would shit would drive 6 hours in the middle of a damn storm for her. This is the Knight of Pentacles upright. I don't even see it as Knight of Pentacles. All I'm seeing is money. The money. Money, just wasting money. And then the Seven of Wands inverted, meaning whatever fight you get into, you are not going to win it. She got that fucking snap on your ass. And it depends. They probably ain't just down now. Who child? That the fucking barracuda. Piranha. You gonna be pussy whipped but happy. I mean, or she gonna use you. Both sound right to me. I'm gonna be honest. Oh my lord. Sue gonna come at you. Then you ask about well, all these damn boy. You got a Holodex. Is she gonna come towards you? No. Here's the thing, and I don't like it, but I told y'all before I'm not normal. I don't believe in going to my grave wishing and thinking back on what I should have and could have done. That's not what I'm gonna do. I want to do all the shits. Smart shits, dumb shits. Good shits, bad shits, and indifferent. I want to do all the shits. And then I want to go to my damn deathbed and be like, that was wild as shit. That's what I want to do. I ain't trying to ask and gather what if. Now this here, this card here, this is Three of Cups. It's all about, you know, technically speaking, one way is to say not having putting on masks or anything. But this is more of what a lady would do. This is not ladylike of her to go approaching you. See, it's supposed to be like from one of those old movies, and he sees her from afar and may I have this dance lady? That type of shit. It's not ladylike if she pursues you first. Told y'all I can't stand that shit. I'm gonna go after what I want. I don't give a fuck. If I like shit, I want shit, I'm gonna go after you. But that don't mean you have won. And I think that's where a lot of guys get this twisted and confused. They think, oh, she's pursued me. Oh, I can be however because she came after me. Oh, no, baby. I saw what I wanted and I want to get to know more behind it. If it's full of shit, I ain't gonna want it. She hit on you hard with some papers, all flirty. I'm just curious. At what point of time are you just gonna walk up to these girls and tell them how you feel? Because the worst thing they can do, honestly speaking, is to tell you no. That's it, sugar. The worst thing they can sit here and do is tell you no. And what they gonna do? Go around school saying, oh, I turned down bro. He came at me. Well, what did he say, girl? He came at me talking about something he liked me and he want to go out. And he want to sit here and go on dates and stuff. Now, if they dumb enough to sit here and be like, girl, that's so stupid. Ew, that's too young. Okay, that's some shit you do in elementary school and middle school. Right about the time you get in high school, you already looking at men. You already feeling stuff. You looking at women. You deciding if you want to. Don't depend on me, sugar. Don't depend on what I pull off of no female. Especially not no young female. Nah, baby. If you want to, go get it. That's best about all I can tell you. You don't wait. If anything worth having is worth going to get any goddamn way. Why don't I throw my cards on the table for them to see? And yeah, I go up to them and let them know I'm trying to get a feel for the energy. You feel me? It seems like I'm scared to talk to them or something. Do you realize that you just said, why would I throw my cards all out on the table for them to see? And then I sound like I'm making it sound like you scared to talk to them. How many females have you asked me about how they feel about you? And how many times if I asked you, have you asked them? What I'm telling you is this. Like I said, you under 20. Hell, you under 30, sugar. You under 30. Them females that you looking at right now, they might not stay that way, sugar. They might not even stay that way. You looking at them right now, and all they take is for one butterfly effect moment to happen. Ashley Marie or Ashley Mary, say one more thing, sugar. Your soul belongs to me. And I'm pretty sure you don't want that to happen, but do it anyway. Come on and send one more message and join the Shadow Gallery, sugar. Oh, you on Facebook, so you only got one person to sit here and harass. That's alright. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go on over here. I'm going on over here. Oh no, don't sit here and scared. Don't be scared now, Sugarfoot. Don't do that. see here. Hold on there. Nah, let's unhide that one there. Let's ban this bitch. Hold on. And then you got the nerve to have an old woman as your profile picture like it like that ain't gonna make me block you. Okay, let me hold on there. It's just saying Facebook user. Hold on, let me think that's Michelle here. Let me go ahead and refresh this. Hold on now. I don't know why it's not showing. I don't know why it's not showing your name. I'm gonna assume it's Michelle. It's Michelle? Okay. I'm gonna assume it's you. Because for some reason it's not reading. It's not reading your name. Bro, ask your question again. Michelle, what was your question? I'm doing good, sugar. What's your question, sugar? Athena, what's going on? Michelle Lee, I don't know why yours is not coming through. I'm gonna have to go on here to see it. Hold on. Let me come down here. My question is my luck gonna gonna change? Been losing a lot of family members in the past year. Lost a lot of people this year due to cancer. It's been a tough year for me and my family. Baby, first of all, asking about luck is implying that nothing happens for a reason. Asking about luck changing, as far as losing people, that is damn near disrespectful to the dead. Mm. Fed, ask another question, baby. Give me your soul. Ask another question. Ask another question, Fed. And give me your soul. I know you see the other person that commented. Oh, you don't want to. You don't want to give me that soul, do you? Go ahead. You don't believe in what I'll do anyway. Go ahead. Spin. What did he tell him? Skin that shuck wagon and see what it is. Go ahead. Skin it, honey. Oh, you don't want to. Hold on there, Athena. Let me block this low down dirty dog here. Let's ban you too. And then let's go on here and ban you here. Not y'all, just the one who's fake. All right, now let's back to you, Leah. But no, sitting here talking about that their deaths had nothing to do with you. That ain't about luck, sugar. That's the luck of the draw. Okay, that's just life, and it sucks. But that right there, there ain't nothing you can do about that, sugar. Now you gotta think. Looking at having a lot of people pass unexpectedly in a short amount of time, that's not a matter of luck about you. That was them. That was their time. For whatever reason, it was their time. Are you gonna get your Are you insane, angels, tarot? How dare you? Are you insane? Why are you coming on to here and speaking to my viewers, but not speaking to the person whose show it is? If you supposedly do tarot, you know how disrespectful that is. So you didn't want to come in here and try to peel for people under those other accounts. You wanted to keep it like you're not the same person. Oh. You think that saved the strings of your soul, sugar? Now I know you knew better. I got friends on the other side. I'm gonna let you think on that, sugar. Cause you know you done fucked yourself. So we gonna block that tarot faker coming in here bothering my people. I'm so sorry. Anyway, you getting your Escalade soon? No. Athena, what is your question? Interesting. They went to them. You said my first car would be an SUV, and I've always wanted an Escalade. Oh well, I'm not gonna be that. It's been very hard. A lot of people in my family dying with cancer, and I have friends at work that might have cancer. It's been a difficult year for me, and I was just wondering if things are gonna start changing and better luck will come to me. That's all. This is not something a lot of people want to hear, but that's not. It's not luck. It's not even luck. If you remove, let's put it like this, Leah, or what, Michelle. If you were to take your emotions out of it, would you feel like you had anything to do with it? And I know it sucks because it's hard as hell for people as humans to do it. Cancer sucks. And the ways and different ways you can get it sucks. There's no better way to put it. It sucks. Here's the thing. And this is one way I'm looking at this. You're losing a lot of people. Unfortunately, one of the ways to look at it is it's only so many people you can lose. That's one. Two, we don't know the circumstances of how they got cancer or anything like it. At least I don't. I'm not going to say we because you might know, but I don't. It is a matter of time. It is something that needs to happen. You are in the position of where you are to experience the loss of each of them for a reason. It sucks. King of Swords, what's going on, sugar? It does big time. I lost my stepbrother to cancer. I lost my cousin, my two cousins. I lost my mother-in-law last week. I lost my stepdad. I lost my uncle. That's been very difficult. Just like feel like I can't cope. I can say that this year has been hard. This year I can say we experienced a lot of deaths as well. The main ones came in February and basically March and April of this year. Literally, I lost one grandmother 2 weeks later, the other one, and then the month after her, my uncle. So, a lot of deaths coming close back to back. Trust me, I understand. Because before my grandmother passed, one of her grandchildren passed that based on one of my cousins that was old enough to be an aunt. I get it. I get it. I thoroughly understand having a lot of death around you and feeling like you just cannot keep up. Uh, on one hand, I thank you for it, and on the other hand, they're good. That's the main thing. When you look at these deaths, you have to look at it as they have played the part that they needed to play, or they have learned the lesson that they needed to learn. Sometimes I really feel like life is like a game and you have an objective list. Some people finish their objective list very fucking quickly. Some of these people are overachievers and they move on to the next level. That's if you're a gamer. But for you, Michelle, I will say again, don't look at their death as being a run of luck or anything. Look at it more like this. There's a path that you are heading down that needed to be cleared. They cleared it for you. That's one of the best ways I can see it. See it as like it's a big tunnel. And this tunnel, it keeps getting smaller and smaller. Everybody's tunnel eventually gets smaller. Because eventually only you gonna fit down this tunnel. And only you gonna be able to go where you gotta go. So right now, when you started off, you had all these people. And then slowly, it closes in. Now, that's not saying nothing bad on you or nothing like that. But I'm just saying, eventually, they had to move out of the way so you can get somewhere better. Even if it doesn't feel like it. Because one thing about death makes you think back on the past with them. Especially if they were somebody close that you learned stuff from. Those lessons start coming right in front of you. Back to back. This one of them lessons, baby. Are you on the right career path? Yep. You're on the right path. Your name Athena, baby. You can't not be on the right path. Matter of fact, your name is Athena Pulling. You think she gonna pull you somewhere that ain't right? Baby. Keep on. She gonna be like, allow me to introduce myself. My name is her. Fawn Darcy. Okay, I'm cracking the fuck up because so that's who's been doing this. Oh, no problem, Michelle. By all means, stick around, sugar. Is medical field your calling? No. No, but Michelle, you'll be fine, baby. You got it. Trust me, it sucks. It hurts. Trust me, it hurt like a bitch to lose them. But the lessons that they all taught me, that did your question pose? What question, Swords? Oh damn, I didn't even see that. My bad. No, it's not. It's not fun. It's not fun. However, you got to think a lot of people, especially if they were older and they passed, they lived a long life, and if they didn't, they lived a feeling life. Are you gonna be in a relationship by the end of the year, King of Swords? Damn. Yes, and I don't like it. I don't like it. Because this is a Nine of Swords upright. This is already stressing, worrying about something. But then it's the Queen. You're going to be with a high, headstrong ass fucking woman. I don't like that shit. She seems very overbearing. The type of woman that they got an image to uphold. They got to look good for everybody else. You ain't gonna have much of what. I don't like that for you, Swords. I always wanted to work in the medical field all my life and just got a job in the hospital. I always wanted to help others. Oh shit, clingy. I don't think clingy. She seems overbearing. Like you are the child in this situation. Not just that, but you are the child that has absolutely no brain. Darcy. Let me see. Yes, like controlling swords. Yes, my medical field, right? When you say you want to help people, Fawn, are you talking about like sewing them up and stitching them up and surgery and medication, or are you talking mental? Because I'm thinking medical field that you're talking about is like physical surgery, administering drugs and stuff. I don't think that's the way you need to go, Fawn. I think you maybe mentally, or maybe like a therapist, a psychiatrist, or like a physical therapist, or someone who helps them exercise or something, maybe something like that. But medical, ain't nothing wrong with it. But you might feel yourself veering away from it. You want to see the situation and how to avoid it. Don't be fooled. And I feel like I don't even have to pull on that because she's gonna either be older or she's gonna appear older than you. It's not gonna be something you're going to miss. Like it's gonna be very clear. If at any point in time you feel like every time you're around this person you're being bossed around, like please understand when someone's gonna check your temperature, that people will sit here and push you and try to see just how much you can take. So I don't want you to feel like just because she's older or just because she's appearing older or just because she's in a higher quote unquote position than you, like a manager or something, that you should just take it. Now I'm an assistant in med surgery at a hospital. There's nothing wrong with that. Is this a girl you'll meet at school? Yep. From the Shad'O. Well, can we see what's coming to you in love? Any suitors? Nope. And literally, this is the card of the suitor, King of Cups. And this guy literally was the one who pursued the girl and had to go to her father. The father was like, "I'll give you her hand in marriage if you can make Sunday fall 3 times in a week." He made it happen. He ain't there for you right now, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all. Oh, excuse me. I think I have kicked up a lot of dust in here. But when I say I went through this house like a hurricane, mini hurricane, little cyclone, little cyclone, just throwing boxes and shit away. When I say yeah, that was painful. Is my boyfriend the one for me? I knew you weren't gonna want. I knew it. I knew it. No, no. I'm not saying he can't be. Okay, this is what a lot of people have to learn. Who we think is the person we're dealing with is sometimes not that person. Not just saying like I don't know if y'all moved in together or not. I'm not saying he's not good or nothing. What I'm saying is we get stuck thinking about relationships that when we're in a relationship, this right here, this is where we are and this is where we'll stay. No. This is more like a this here, and y'all just so happen to meet here. But if somebody is moving faster than the other one and that gap gets wider, they can become incompatible. So as far as you, Fawn, you lived together for 4 years. Okay. Understand that the question you ask is about who he is now, not who he's going to be. And I don't know if y'all are married. However, I will say you will start to see who he is when y'all get married. Do you happen to have brown hair with the blonde at the end? Like if somebody had blonde hair or dyed their hair blonde and the roots grew out? Do you have that type of hair? Because if you do, I see a wedding. I don't know when. Um, Matthew, are you going to be in a relationship this year? No. Ooh, I must have kicked up a lot of dust in here. Shit. Matthew. What's the delay on here? Like the delay seems insane right now, and I think maybe it's just Facebook. Matthew, if not that you're just asking, it is look at the whole accumulation of what you've asked in the time that I've known you, which is not that long. You have literally asked about Jennifer, Jennifer, Jessica. What's the girl's name that I think starts with a T? You have asked me about a good 8 to 10 girls. What do they think about me? What do they think about me? What does she think about me? Does she like you've asked me about a good number of girls and relationship. Now I ain't saying people ain't curious about it. But that's why I treat you the way I treat you, because at some point in time you gonna figure out that you can control a lot of this narrative. All the questions you are asking me, you could very well just get the answer. Just ask them. It ain't me trying to be rude. It ain't me trying to be harsh. It is me being blunt. Just ask them. And this is why I keep saying that the person you're dealing with now, you guys could be great right now, or you guys could be completely incompatible right now. And in years on down the line, y'all get better. I'm not saying not to enjoy dating around. Stop it. I'm not saying don't enjoy it. I'm saying let it happen. It is becoming obsessive. And I get it because that's the thing that everybody wants to know, because people are pack animals. We do not want to die alone. We never want to be left out. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, you can ask me the same question 1,000 different times, and guess what? Depending on the day, depending on the time, depending on what you done did, you can change that path. That's why I say I have never been one to sit here and just pine after somebody. If I like you, I just go straight for you. Because the most you can sit here and tell me to hurt my feelings is I don't like you back. And I'm going to keep it pushing. Because the next one might. And the next one might. And the next one might. What they say, one monkey don't stop the show? Or don't. So if Jennifer don't like you, Jessica, Geronimo, Jehoshaphat, and all them, if they don't, guess what? It's another one coming. Just like they talk about trains and buses. It's just another one. Just another one. Just another one. Eventually, you will get there. And that's me with medical field. You may say no, but I'm going to go with my past. Exactly. You never know. And that's what I'm saying. Like, with you, I don't think it's medical. As in giving surgery, performing surgery and all that kind of stuff. I don't think it'll be like that. I don't see it being that, I guess, in the sense of medical. I feel like it's one of those things where it's medical, but it's not medical. It's for your body's health, but not medical. Well, I just want to be the assistant. Well, she wants to be the one when he's like, scalpel, and she says scalpel, and slams it into his hand. I mean, that's what I would be. It's like, wrench. Wrench? Like, yeah, they got a bionic knee. Oh, wrench, here you go. Yeah, that would be me. So that would be me. Sure would. Want to be the one that comes in there. What do you need, doctor? And all dramatic and shit. Done it with a vet tech. Hey, more power to you. You're in a position a lot of people wish they could be in. Pretty sure I would go to jail. Oh, and I had a lot of people who's in different types of medical field stuff. Like, it was one guy on Big O. He was basically the people who come to clean up the crime scenes, or just like the scenes. Baby, he had some stories. Yeah, the one that I will say the one thing I hate about the human body, prions. That shit is terrifying, and I try not to think about them. I don't want to think about them. Your body can just up one day and be like, you know what? Let me fold this one incorrectly and start a fucking catastrophic apostrophic chain reaction. A prion, basically, a prion is a cell that when it replicates with like a fold in it. It replicates with some type of deformity, and then it spreads throughout the body. The body will can spontaneously do it. It will spontaneously happen. There is nothing to stop it. Look it up. It is absolutely terrifying. And there's no way to prevent it. They don't know how they start. They don't know what happens or how it happens. But if I'm right, they say anybody who has had it, or when a prion develops and they basically pass from it, it's basically, if I'm right, it's supposed to be like 100% fatal, if not 99.99%. And if they have done any surgery on you, all the stuff that they use has to be destroyed. It cannot be cleaned. It cannot be sanitized. They completely destroy it. Like, it can't be reused or nothing. It has to be completely obliterated from existence. What's coming for you in the... Hold on, let me take this allergy medicine, because good God, this is getting bad. Hold on, yeah. I'll be right back. Whew, okay, there we go. And hopefully this will kick in quick. Big, what's going on, sugar? Yeah, in training today, we learned how hard the heart works, and yeah, it's like crazy sounds. It's like a HBI hospital-based infection, like MRSA. Or yeah, yeah. Like, the thing about like, what did they say about the heart? Because it's basically about like CPR, and how CPR does not work the way it does in TV and movies and stuff. That people honestly believe that they do chest compressions, that it can restart a heart. And it's people, I think they've, the way it was explained is people don't understand that when you're doing chest compressions, it's really more so about keeping the oxygenated blood pumping through the body more than, because once you breathe into, or you're trying to breathe into their mouth, you're not breathing oxygen, you're breathing carbon dioxide. So it's really the chest compression part that you're supposed to do. And people think that defibrillators, that they will restart a dead heart, and that's just not what they do. They keep playing around with this court case. Keeping the pump. What? Logan, what's going on, sugar? We have a CPR bag in a hospital. We use that. Oh, you talking when you bag them and do the little thing in the flow of the heart? I took MAT. What is that? For rescue breaths? Okay, so are you supposed to? Because I've heard in different ways where they're like, it's more so the chest compressions are more important than breathing in or breathing into their mouth. Is everything on the up and up? What do you mean? Medical assistant technician? Huh. Well, I guess that makes sense. Yes and no. So you don't basically, if you have to choose between rescue breaths and chest compressions, do the chest compressions. They're more important. The gifts. Oh. Oh. Let me see. Oh my god, I wish this damn. I wish this was messing with Kiki. I was not expecting this shit to do that. What's coming to you in November? Matthew to wands is inverted. If there's any time where you could investigate some shit, mind your own damn business, okay? If there's any time that someone done brought some shit to you, this is not the time to sit here and try to fact check them. This ain't even time to get involved in this story. Leave that shit alone. Eight of Wands is inverted. This is about basically being trapped, wanting to break free but not breaking free. And then the Nine of Swords is inverted. Don't keep yourself up stressing about it. It'll all happen in due time. Okay, if you feel no pulse or breathing, you do both. But if you do feel a pulse, just do rescue breathing. But yes, if no pulse or no breathing, your chest compression is definitely more important. I just like I just want you know. Wait, is it I think that might be a beat that you can do. Rising up. Dun, 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 dun. I feel like you could do. I feel like that's a good chest compression beat right there. I mean, ha 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 ha, stand alive, stand alive. I feel like like those you can do. That's a good beat. Fuck that. That's a good beat. The damn I think it's the song Rocky was running up the stairs in. Rising up. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. That's a good beat. That's a good one. I feel like you would survive because that's what you were supposed to do. How are things looking for you this day? Yeah, staying alive is one that I heard. One guy said Backstreet Boys or NSYNC, one of their songs. And I mean, technically speaking, I don't think he was wrong. You rest two different with the nose stuck in your head eye of the tiger. Yeah. Wait. What? Is it? Hold on. Maybe, but it's the well shit. If I say the Asian nurse, it's not gonna be helpful. I fuck. What is the dude's name? It might be bye bye bye. I think it's bye bye bye. I don't think. See, y'all should know by now that Vanilla Ice. Doom, 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 doom. Yeah, that would be a good one to do it too. Doom, 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 doom. Yes, that's a good one. Oh my god, I'm Milli Vanilli. The next person that passed out in front of me. Doom, 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 doom. I'm just telling, hit my theme music. Yeah, buddy. I'm gonna make a whole life-saving playlist. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put it in my phone. Compression playlist is what I'm gonna name it. Compression playlist, and I'm gonna have all of these in there. So just in case something happens, I'm like, go to my compression playlist. I don't care how long I gotta do it, as long as I got that. Yeah, long as I got that. What was it? Eye of the Tiger. Eye of the Tiger. Bye bye bye. I mean, at least look, at the very least, if they do die, they will die on some damn good music. Staying alive. Yep, staying alive. And here, vanilla ice over here. Well, what's another one? Keep going. Let me see what's going on with you, B. How are things looking for you for now? I mean, at least when they go, it's gonna be a hell of a ride out. I know that much. Break Your Heart by Tayo Cruz. I'm gonna have to go back and look. I'm gonna have to go back and listen. Um, Big, you got the strength card inverted. I don't know if you had a female that was fucking with you, but if you do, she's gone. Um, why is this not typing what I needed to type? That is staying alive. I will survive. Didn't we do I will survive? Yeah, fine. Ask another question. Big, yeah. If you got a female that's been on your back, that goes away. You may be feeling a little weak right now, not so much physically, but your will might be a little weak. King of Wands is upright. You are thinking logically. The ideas you've been having, it's logical. You've been cutting off old relationships, it's logical. And then Knight of Pentacles is inverted. This is you're not doing everything you could be doing to do what you need to, but right now you like you're on the right track. Yeah, ask your question. Will you have the opportunity to go back to in and out? Not right now. And honestly, that looks like whichever in and out whatever in and out you're applying for, it look like they got some shit popping off in there. So let it pass. What do you feel my gift is? First thing I thought was Angel of Mercy, but not in that way. The image that came in my head was the image from the movie Ghost, where he's gotten shot and he's sitting in the waiting room with the guy, and he's like, "Look, they're coming to take him." That, like, I'm not saying you're there to kill nobody, but you might end up being more of a grief counselor. And I used to work at. That's the scene that sticks in my head. That's the scene that sticks in my head, and I would have to assume it has to be something dealing with either someone who has recently passed, like the second they stop breathing, or it could be because I'm focusing on it from that thing, which is from the outside looking in, seeing the guy floating to the light. You might end up being something to deal with a grief counselor. Your gift is high empathy. Empathy is more about emotions. This ain't got shit to do with emotions. Ghost was a fantastic movie. Like, I fucking loved it. And the soundtrack, my God. I mean, honestly, Matthew, you could apply anywhere. Like, if you wanted to apply at any restaurant, I mean, yeah, as a server, you can apply anywhere. And especially now, since the holidays are coming up. Well, like a good heart, basically. If you're asking as far as your gift, seeing spirits is one. If I go by this scene, and knowing when someone's gonna pass, that is not a fun thing to know. Will everything be situated before Thanksgiving? Looks like it. Or if it's not, it's at least on that path. This is my train. All I want is yeah. My parents. This my train. It's like, who are you? Who sent you? Like, nobody sent me. No one sent me. From your gut, like I told you. Like, I just want to drag just one drag. Are you okay? Who are you? What do you want from me? Who sent you? Like, that's, you gotta think, like, that showed just what kind of mental state he was in before he died. Honestly, I've always been attracted to, like, critical care and those who are suffering the worst out of the worst, so that makes sense. You seem, either you are a grief counselor. What are the people, now I know this is a thing. I know this is a thing. It's so if you ever know, I maybe it's not a thing, but we'll see. I've heard of it in um like old folks homes. I don't know if this is a hospital thing, but there are people who go in to sit with the elderly before they pass. Like if they don't have any family to come and see them or transition out, they'll have someone who comes in, and helps them. And I feel like they were called like Angels of Mercy or something. Not hospice. Not that. This is definitely not that. This is more of somebody who's already passing. They're already basically in hospice. This isn't, I don't think this is the nurse that, helps them. This is literally a person that will come in and just talk with them and be with them so they don't have to die alone. Let me see. I really think it's an angel of mercy. Let me see. Not a hospice CNA. That's not what I'm talking about. Death vigil. Death vigil volunteers. That's what they are. Like, I don't know if this is a thing that you know about, but it's called a death vigil volunteer. And it says what they do: be a calm presence, sit with the dying person, their family, talk, listen, shared silence, healing touch, reading inspirational text or quote, requested rituals, like that. With an in and out by my house, by my house hired me. Yeah, no problem, sugar. I mean, it's not saying that you can't be a CNA or a hospice worker and do that. I just didn't think they were. I just knew this was somebody who was there for the person or the family. They pay good, but bro, I don't want to say my face again. Hey, you gotta pick your struggle, okay? Leisha, what's going on, sugar? The Susius? The fuck is a Susia? And I feel like I've heard this word before. What is a Susia? I was like, did this say dirty? Sir. Sir. I'm not. I'm not dealing with you. Leisha, you good? Write it out. I never worked in the hospital. Yeah. Just look. You start Monday. I'm gonna tell you right now. As not me personally, but as someone who has had family who worked in the medical field, never ever say the words slow or quiet in a hospital. Not in a hospital, not in any establishment, but specifically not in a hospital. Like a girl with STDs that's been around like dirty. What the fuck? Ugh. Oh God, that is horrible. Yeah, don't ever say quiet or slow or anything. They was like, we haven't been very active or busy. Don't ever say nothing like that, because the second you do that, you're going to have about 4 gunshot wounds, 2 babies choking, an elderly person cut in half. Like, you're going to have a whole bunch of unnecessary shit. Don't ever talk about the pacing or intensity or lack thereof. Never do that. And they going to remember you. They are going to remember you. The second you say it, everybody in that hospital gonna know it was you. Yeah, you ain't supposed to say it in nursing home neither, cause that's when half your flow gonna die. What will what will working at the in and out on 83rd be like? Old news. Two of Swords is inverted. It is, first thing I think is keep your ear to the ground. Keep your ear to the ground. Knight of Pentacles is inverted. It's not necessarily beneficial overall, but it will give you the money that you need in that moment. And the Death card is inverted. This is stagnant. It's damn near like a hospice, a place people go to die. Like, it's not somewhere you will grow. It is just somewhere you'll get money. Yes, it once like 2 patients started dying. Yeah. Them damn cold blues just go off real fucking quick. No problem, Fawn. By all means, come back and see me again sometime. I should be in here to. And if y'all know, it has not dropped. The signal has not dropped because they had to put a new fucking router in there. So this one seems to be holding up. It's the same company. Stupid. Basically, it's the same company, maybe. Mhm. I think I got my spring cleaning feeling a little too late. Okay, sugar. Because when I say I had an insane, like, it wasn't even an urge. It was literally my back was killing me. So I went ahead, took some pain medicine for it, sat down for a minute, and got this win like my back doesn't hurt. Let me do some shit before it starts hurting again. Knowing damn well it's not that it don't hurt, it's just that I have numbed the pain. And my ass done went ahead and cleared out old boxes. I mean, it wasn't that many, but still. It was a lot of bending. That shit hurt. And when it started eating through that damn pain, I took a little bit more and I was done. Well, I say I know when I wake up in the morning, at least I got it clean. That's the main thing. At least I got it fucking clean. Now I might be sitting here laying in the bed for. Why do I smell bleach? I literally just smelled like. And I know it's not my hands. I literally just smelled bleach. There's no bleach in here. I would not bring bleach in here. It's not a Clorox wipe. I don't know. That was insane. But I should bring some bleach in here and dust everything down. Well, by all means, keep asking your question. Greg Marks, welcome, sugar. How are you? What the hell? This is cool as shit. By all means, ask your questions if y'all have any, and if not, I wish people would stop this fucking trend of putting food on the outside of jars and shit. Like, I don't. Why do people do this shit? I get it's supposed to be for like an aesthetic or something, but even if the jar is clean, I just don't understand why you would drizzle shit on the outside of the jar, even if it's like chocolate to harden up and everything. Why would you drizzle it on the outside of the jar where they have to hold it? It's gonna melt. It's gonna be all over their hands and shit. Like, that's just asking for a fucking issue. But whatever. Well, I'm not singing tonight that I know of. Let's put it like that. When you get your big booty Latina here, I got a friend who, shit, I got a friend who got cancer, and I'm like, then I read, does she like me? I'm like, what the fuck kind of sick shit is that? Okay. Um, yeah, this it's a trend for some reason that people are taking, like, especially alcoholic drinks. And you'll see it all over Facebook, like these people making these drinks. And the first thing they do is like put chocolate, that type of chocolate that hardens up real quick. They'll put that on the outside of the glass and dress it up, put all kind of shit. I don't get it. What was the question? Um, you you got a friend who's a counselor. Does she like you romantically? No. I mean, Micheladas? The fuck is a Michelada? You put salt and lime. Salt? No, that's different. That's just salt and lime on the rim of the glass. I'm talking about dripping down the whole fucking glass, and this ain't a matter of or it's overfilled or anything. This is intentionally done for an aesthetic. When your big booty Latina, I ain't answering that damn question. Your ass gonna fuck around and get with a damn bruja, and then you what happened? Nah, you asked for the big booty, right? That big booty didn't come cheap. I'm not dealing with you, Matthew. I'm not. This is okay. This is an actual serious. Which question is actually serious? Um, that's just weird as shit. Oh my god. What's blocking you from having a partner? I'm pretty sure the same thing I've been telling you. You got the hermit inverted. You make unwise decisions and you don't know how to detach from people completely. And if you do hold on to someone, you hold on to the wrong people. You got the seven of swords upright. This is believing the facade. This is believing the magic in the beginning. This is typically what everyone believes in their 20s, which is the knight in shining armor, the happily ever after, the this person will always be this person, and I will always be the person I am. We have a very, or at least we were raised with a very stagnant idea of love. Love is ever changing, love is ever evolving. So if you are sitting here looking at these girls like, ooh, they're going to be pretty forever, that's an issue. I understand that you know that when women get older, they either, they can gain weight, they can lose weight, they can get stretch marks, they can get all this stuff, a lot of stuff that they don't like about themselves. Guys don't see anything wrong with it. But there are people out there where if they change drastically. So this girl that you're fawning over that could be 130 pounds right now, 10, 20 years when she's 260, will you still love her the same? Will she still be just as beautiful? So this is a very stagnant idea. This is right now what you're believing is the hype. You're believing the illusion of what everyone has presented love to be. Two of Wands is upright. You need to make better choices mentally. Mentally, you have to start. You have to start there. You have to look at how you think, and then you have to make better decisions. And then the Queen of Cups is upright. Your emotions get in your way every single time. Not saying that you are moody, but sometimes you may be emotionally unavailable or emotionally detached. You also have to understand that when it comes to love, other than love being something that's constantly evolving, you have to also look at, are you, this is a couple of questions you need to ask yourself. Are you ready to commit to one woman for the rest of your life? Are you willing to every single day wake up to this one person, fall asleep to this one person, possibly create kids? Because you are going to go through situations where you are not going to see each other in the best light. They have to be very, very okay with being vulnerable in front of you and you them. Can you see yourself being vulnerable with somebody? Can you see yourself being covered in shit and vomit and trusting that they will help clean you up? There are things that people don't think about as far as love. This is why a mother's love is unmatched. Not even the love for a spouse can match that, because a lot of moms, I'm not even going to say a lot of moms, true mothers that are there for their kids, it's unmatched. Are you prepared to deal with that? Because this isn't just about the good times. See, everybody thinks relationship and they think happy, the hugged up, the cuddled up, the being in matching outfits in public, the wearing cute little pictures of each other on there. Like, everyone thinks it's that part. No one thinks about the tough times. No one thinks about if my spouse loses their mother, my spouse loses their father, how they can go from the person I know and love to someone I don't even fucking recognize and still love them through that pain. Are you willing to sit here and see this person have no motivation whatsoever and still love them and understand that they're just where they are right now and to be there for them. If you're not ready for that, you're not ready for that level of relationship. Not saying you're not ready for a relationship, it's just not one of those long term, going the distance 50 and 60 years right now. You're just not ready for that. And the thing is, a lot of people are starting to wake up to this because people are looking, at least the people in like that grew up around me, we grew up with working parents. We grew up with parents that, shit, sun up to sundown, they're working. I was blessed because my mom was still there and she worked all the time. And only when I got older did I realize, holy fuck, you really are fucking superwoman. Because I don't see how you managed to squeeze in 30 hours in a 24-hour time period. I just don't get it. Now looking at that from a kid's eye, looking at it from my eyes now, and then seeing my mom and my dad as they progress through life, no relationship is perfect, and I'm not gonna say theirs is perfect, but it is absolutely amazing to watch. What was your question, Big? Will you rectify that legal matter regarding your car? No. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, and when I say this, is why I say I like learning. I love learning. What was your question, Big? Will everything be situated by Thanksgiving? If I remember, I answered that yeah, and the answer was yeah. Um, I'm not gonna say I'm an expert at this. Hell, some of the older people looking at me probably looking like, look at this little young, wet behind the ears baby trying to tell people. I don't think I'm entirely wrong. I might not be experienced all the way, but what did I just say though, baby? I don't even fucking remember. Y'all gotta understand. Once I start going, it's probably not me that's speaking. See, I've never had a serious one, but I know I will commit when I have someone. They are the only person for me. I have no eyes for others. Any problems, we'll tackle them together. That's why I can't understand why, but you help me put things in perspective. It's not. It's not just that. It's not just that. It's not. You have to understand. That's another. That's another inflated ego type thing where people think that if they, and I'm not saying it's not possible. What I am saying is there are some people you can be with somebody. You gotta understand. People were with each other like 40, 50, 60 years. You honestly think that at some point in time in those 40, 50, 60 years, they didn't look at somebody and be like, damn, I wonder what it would be like to be with them. They did. They did. It is nothing wrong. If you have a wandering eye, especially if you've been with somebody for a long time, any kind of wandering eye is usually a signal, hey, we're lacking something. That's the come together part. But what people don't want to do in a relationship is hurt each other. I mean, you're not supposed to want to hurt each other. A little spanking every now and then is different. But to actually hurt each other. So if a man, let's say like you're 50, you've been married to your wife for like 35 years. There's a young girl trying to talk to you. A lot of guys, especially if they're married for that long, they get into that groove and everything, and it's boring, it's monotonous. A young girl winking at them, they could see it as, oh man, I wonder what that would be like. And then that's why you end up with these 50-year-old guys dating these 20-year-old babies. To them, it's something new. It's something fresh. She ain't got the experience that your wife got. She ain't been through what your wife done been through with you. It's fun, it's new, and it's exciting. There's nothing wrong with you looking at somebody being like, damn, they're handsome. Damn, they're pretty. Damn, they're sexy. Damn, I'd hit that if I was single. But you should not want to do anything that will hurt your spouse. So That's what I'm saying. As far as a serious relationship, I think the reason you get a lot of no answers, as far as if you will be in a relationship, is for the simple fact that you don't know what your idea of a relationship is yet. I think they're trying to convict me, but I'm not convinced. Ready to do my own due diligence. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Something about the car situation. That wasn't your question. That was somebody else's question. Yeah, I didn't even know you had anything going on with a car. So, bro, I would, before I ask about who likes me and what they think about me and everything, I want you to sit down with yourself and look at what your idea of a relationship is. Then I want you to watch. I mean, hell, even watching some Steve Harvey fucking videos, it it sounds like a joke, but a lot of some stuff that Steve Harvey says. I mean, now granted, he's some people will say that's a horrible example, saying he's been married so many times and that ain't got nothing to do with it. Look at what they're doing now. Okay, look at what they're doing now. Look at some of the people who've been with each other for years. I mean, look at Ice Cube and his wife. What Samuel Jackson and his wife, they've been together for shit forever. Terry Crews and his wife, I know they were high school sweethearts. So look at them. Then look at the problems that they faced, and then look at where they are now. Terry Crews, to my understanding, was very, very violent. At least he wasn't. I don't think he was physical with them. I think he, was like distanced and detached, and he had a temper, as in he would yell. But look at where he is. Look at what he had to deal with in that situation. Look at how his wife dealt with it, and look at where he is now. Not saying, again, this isn't saying I condone or anything like that. Condone or condemn any of these people's actions or whatever. I don't know these people. I can only say, they've had a long relationship. You left the strip club one night and got pulled over. So you trying to figure out, are they trying to convict you? No, they just want money. It's the holidays. They want to make their quota. I like Steve Bro drops gems. Oh yeah, he does. A lot of people do. And what a lot of people don't want to think, and this is, I think, a very limiting thought. Like, again, the older I get, the more I realize that life is about dualities and the singularity at the same time. It is not meant for us to understand. People feel like, once a cheater, always a cheater. And in some situations, that is very true. However, that would limit, that would limit a lot of people, because saying that is like saying this person cannot grow. This person cannot mature. There's a difference between having the ability to do something and then actually doing it. Saying they can't means they don't have the ability to do so, and that is incorrect. A lot of people have the ability. It is the willpower. Do they have the will to change? Do they have the determination, the stamina? Do they have the morals to change? Sometimes that when people cheat, it's always a lack of something. And lack of communication is usually a big one, because they don't communicate effectively and efficiently their needs and wants with each other. And then they find it somewhere else, and they're like, hey, 80-20, I got 80% at home. This is my little 20%. That's one. The other is, you could just be mismatched. It is possible. People don't get that when you're in your, and it's a cute little idea. Who is this? Krish? What's up? People do change. Yeah, people can change. You have some people who, when they got with whoever they're with, They got with them very young. They didn't know who they were. They didn't know what they liked. All they knew was that they were in a relationship. Now, let's say they got together when they were 15. Well, 15, you're still in school. 15, you still have someone else building your schedule for you. Now, let's say 5 years later, you're 20. Now you're either in college, and if you are, then you still have your schedule built. Push it out to 25. If you are in school, that's one thing. But if you're not, you now have to build your schedule. You got to work. You got to build your life. You got to see how important what is, money or love. You got to balance it. This is where people start realizing, shit, this is not what I thought it was. Because it's easy to be in love when you got all the time in the world to be with each other and you don't have to worry about nothing. When you're 15 years old, at least you're not supposed to. When you're 15, you're not supposed to worry about where you're going to sleep, where you're going to go. Sometimes cheating can be for a thrill. No, he's right. There are people who will cheat strictly for the idea of being caught. Basically, it's like adrenaline junkies. Some people literally like the idea of this is forbidden. It's actually a kink, if I'm right. It's a forbidden kink, forbidden taboo, or taboo kink, something like that. But it's literally just getting off on the idea that you're not supposed to be doing it and that you could get caught. And the more extreme it is, the more they like it, the more they get off on it. So let's say it's like a 50-year-old guy. He's big time in his company. He's set, his wife, children set, and everything. And the one thing in the damn marriage arrangement was that if you ever cheat, you will, like, every bit of your money goes to her and anything you make thereafter. If they decide that, hey, if they're going to do it, they're going to do it all the way, yeah. If that's what they get off on, yeah. You can't cheat if you're not in a relationship. In essence, that's true. It should be. But the question is, does the other person know y'all are not in a relationship? That's where that question comes from. Like, if you're not with somebody, you're not with them. Which is why one of the things I ask when I'm talking to anybody, like I think I put in my, I don't think I put in my profile, was, are you in a relationship with anyone, or does anyone have reason to believe they are in a romantic sexual relationship with you? Because I need to know, why does that person believe y'all together? First thing you'll hear, man, they just crazy. Nope. I ain't got time to figure that out. I ain't got time to figure that one out of that. It depends. Because guess what? No, if you're not in a relationship, no, technically you cannot cheat. Well, Alex, how are you again? Yep. Yeah, I think there is no right and wrong way to do relationships. Everybody's relationship is their own. So, as far as you, Matthew, I really want you to sit down and figure out what your idea of a relationship is. And then I want you to know whether or not your relationship is surface level, or is it more mature? Is it in depth? Because right now, I think your idea of relationship is more of what a lot of people's idea of relationship is in their teens and 20s, which is, you got someone, you like them, y'all hug, y'all cuddle, y'all kiss, y'all fuck, Y'all experience life together. You go on dates. You plan outings, possibly move in together. But people forget that moving in together means at some point you gonna shit. Some point you gonna fart. And that right there will that'll bring some fucking reality into a situation real quick. At some point in time, you're gonna get sick. At some point in time, somebody's car is not gonna start. At some point in time, somebody is gonna need or be in an emergency situation, and the other one's gonna have to get to them. This is stuff people don't think about. Can't play victim if you're a volunteer. It ain't never stopped nobody from trying, and it has it. Will they still hire me at CB? CB, I'm gonna call when I get my voice back. I got hired, but the manager left to come before. I will still call up there. Will they still hire you? Yeah, I'd still call up there. Should I work it in and out or 12 or CB? Honestly, you can do both. It looks like one you'll be on night shift and the other is on day shift. So it looks like in and out would be night shift and CB would be day shift. Mm-mm-mm. Did I get this new managerial position? Yep. CB pays more, but it's more work, and in and out pays less, but it's a level of familiarity. Gotta do what's best for you at that moment. Yeah, I'm gonna reflect on everything you say. Just think about it. I would say you have to understand that everything that we think about anything is depicted in a way that it will garner the most interest. If someone told you that a relationship was anything but having fun with the person you are infatuated with, you probably wouldn't think too much of it. I stay with it or start my own business. What? But everyone thinks relationships is two people come together and oh my god, you complete me and all these. That's why Lifetime is so fucking. That's why it's so popular because it shows just enough to make it look like it's something serious. Like, oh my god, I like him, but he has a kid. The mother is gone forever. I don't know if I want to deal with him, even though I have my own child who's that age. Like, it'd be stupid shit. I feel like I have so much love to give, like a good ass partner, but I keep building me. And I would say I felt the same way when I was in high school. I had so much love I wanted to give. I wanted to be with somebody. I wanted to be in a relationship. And the more I got into relationships and the more they didn't work out, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm a good ass fucking person. I feel like the reason I want somebody so bad because nobody in my life really care about me or anything deeper than surface obligations. She sounded like a girl I went to school with. Know her solution was she's now I never truly knew her home life. I just knew what she told me. And after meeting both of her little sisters, I believe it. But one thing she's like, I want someone to love. And we were in sixth grade. We were in sixth grade. She was dating motherfuckers that was 20 years old and older. I never saw any of the guys. I never knew any information about them because I would have told my mom because my mom was a cop. She was dating them and having unprotected sex, and I asked her, why the fuck are you doing this shit? She said she wanted to have a baby. We're in sixth grade. I said, why the fuck you want a baby? She said, I just want something to love. Get a dog. Get a cat. Don't bring a whole ass human life into this world because you want to love on something. And she felt the same way. Like nobody gave a fuck about her that unless they had to. Exactly. You know why? Because she was light skinned. She had long hair. She basically looked in a neighborhood of predominantly black and heavy Hispanic. She was black and white, but she had all the white features with the black girl, kind of a black girl figure. And she was fast as hell. You have to be there for the journey to enjoy the lifetime. Yeah, but at the same time, some of them things were so like they show you blatant red flags in Lifetime, and somehow still they come out together and everything's perfect. But I want you to first because that eventually I knew it was gonna come out as to why you're so obsessed with being with somebody. I thought someone I know goes after freshmen. I look at him like, bro, them kids, how you into them? Girls our age won't put up with the bullshit. Yeah, that is a part of it. Girls your age have seen the bullshit and won't put up with it. When you're in school, it's not that big of a difference because it's like it's 2 and 3 years. That when you get in the real world means nothing. But it means the most in those pivotal years, in that coming out of middle school into high school, like a 12th grader talking to a 7th grader. You're going to look at it sideways. But if you look at this in like regular life and see this as a 35-year-old talking or a 40-year-old talking to like a 35, 34-year-old, you don't think nothing about it. So, it is what it is. I still want you to really look, think outside the box and go deeper to that statement. Which part? I will say look at yourself because you're 18, you don't talk to no minor. Baby, you technically would still be kind of a minor, but but I get it. But here's the thing. You are at an age where anything younger than you is jailbait. Consensual or not. Now, but then again, if you were 18 and your girlfriend was 17, technically she's a minor, but it depends. But this is why I say your idea of love right now is all surface level. Because anytime I've ever heard someone talk about relationship goals, it was Brad and Angelita, then Brad and Angelita broke up. Then it stays Beyonce and Jay-Z, and I'm like, what about their relationship do you really know about? It's legal in Arizona because I'm in school. Exactly. But you don't want to chance it. I wouldn't. But people look at Beyonce and Jay-Z and all they see is a power couple. They see Beyonce, billionaire, musician. They see Jay-Z, billionaire, musician. They came together and made a kid who ain't did shit but live, but is a billionaire. That's what people see. And it's like, ooh, relationship goals. What do y'all know about their relationship? For all we know, the reason that, for all we know, they could be abusive and you don't see it. Not saying they are. I'm not saying they are. I'm not saying there are any hints at them being abusive. But y'all don't know nothing about their relationship. Y'all don't know what it took to get them there. Y'all don't know the staying power. Y'all don't know if they even sleep in the same bed. Y'all don't know how affectionate they are. The whole, because that's what you're establishing a foundation together as a whole, as one of the whole. Yeah. See, the thing is, everyone looks at this surface level shit as like, that's what I want. Okay. One thread out there is a narcissist, and a narcissist is nothing but surface level. If that's all you want, that is where you're gonna be at. That's your dating pool right there. He was 26 and she was 16. Bro was a criminal. But yeah, everybody's boom, relationship goes. But now turn this to R. Kelly and Aaliyah. You know the difference? Aaliyah did not make it to 26 or 27. We don't know how that relationship, if we want to call it a relationship, we don't know how that could have ended. Because they, ain't no telling, they could have been the real life Claire and Heath Huxtable. They could have been fantastic together. We don't know that. I'm not condoning any pedophilia. I'm not condoning any, arranged marriages or nothing. We don't know what their story could have been. But we're seeing Beyonce and Jay-Z. You know who I want you to look at? And I forgot, but he played in Mrs. Doubtfire. He was the one where Robin Williams threw the fruit that was run by fruiting. Him and his wife. Now, I don't know nothing about their relationship, but I want you to look at a visual. There's a visual representation that I want you to look at. I want you to look at how they look back in the 90s, back in the 80s and 90s. That motherfucker was cut back then to the gods. His wife, girl, had no stomach, no nothing. You didn't see an inch, a centimeter, a millimeter, a drop of fat on her. Now look at her. She all full-figured now. Got hips for days and won't quit. And you look at him. He was the beefcake. She was what your My Girl Friday. Look at them now. They're regular people. And they are still just in love. You can tell by how they walk together. You can tell by the look she give them. That's old love there. That's that comfortable. That's that you ain't going nowhere because you right at home. The way she looked at him, you could, somebody say, you could tell he done said something stupid because she's like, really? And she just loves it. No, everybody's not ready for that conversation because people are convinced that it can't be like that. That it's always supposed to be the honeymoon phase. Are you getting a job in November? Damn, looks like yeah. No, everyone is not ready for that. Everyone's not ready to hear the hard part of love. The hard part of love is actually staying in love. And people think that another aspect of being in a relationship is never breaking up. Some people need to break up to come back together. That's just how some people work. Some people want it all. But like there are ups and downs, and people always see the ups and downs as minor. No, these can be major swings. This could be anything from addiction to, look at some of these women that were in love with people who came to be known as the world's most brutal serial killers. And they had no idea. Oh my God, he treats us so well. He was always so nice. He was so perfect with us. We don't know where this happened. We don't know how this happened. I never knew. And sometimes you can tell they honestly did not know because that person has such a good front. Now, one thing about it, That's why I say, like, a lot of your stuff, you're looking at these girls, you see them for a couple of hours a day, if that. And you're only seeing them in a structured environment. Outside of that, we forget that once we graduate, once we're out of school, and we're in the working world, and sometimes in the middle of it, you won't see these people unless you're clocking in or on or at school. Yeah, you can talk to them, but it's like you have to make schedules. You have to plan. This is when you'll start seeing some of their real self. Now, if you're already dating somebody, you tend to see them once you move in together. This is why I thoroughly believe you need to live with somebody before you marry. That's just me. Because there could be some habits that I just couldn't put up with. But it again, that's that marriage shit. That's that old love shit. Because sometimes they saw shit that they were like it would have drove them insane, but that was the only thing that drove them insane. And if they gave up like 99% of that person for that 1%, they know they never find that 99% again. Sometimes you gotta pick your battles. Bro, I get why you're asking it, but at the same time, do you have anything about yourself that you absolutely just like? You absolutely love about yourself? If you looked at yourself, a pit, Amethyst, what's up? Okay, we're not talking about that, but like I want you to really think the way you said I have qualities about me that I love. No, this would be a no brainer. I've known ever since I was small. I love my smile and I love my eyes. I have always loved my smile and my eyes. Always. Come to find out, that is something that has attracted to a lot of people to me. Usually is the thing that you don't even have to guess about. I've always loved my eyes, my smile, and basically my upbringing. That's what attracts people to me. If they ever meet me, if they ever see me, it's always that. I'm gonna have to get out of here because this damn nostalgia stuff is not kicking in. Nah, what's up? Honestly, sometimes I feel like they only want my money or for me to provide. Like I start dressing different. Like, yeah, how you doing, sugar? Yeah, it can be that. It can be, but that's why I kind of want you to. That's why I kind of want you to not focus on getting into a relationship and really start focusing on you. There was always one thing that I was always told, like, You don't worry about what people think about you. If you know you're not doing nothing wrong, you know you're presentable, you don't worry about what nobody think about you. The thing is what you think about you. Okay? However you see yourself and how you think about yourself. You should hold yourself in very high regard without being egotistical. If you have low, if you see yourself very, very lowly, I guarantee you a lot of people don't. Some like you gotta think we are our own worst critics. And I have to the way I see it is that I'm my own worst critic. I know it. And I think I'm fucking fantastic. And that's me being very critical. So that means that all of y'all gotta see me as fucking amazing. The logic makes sense to me. Don't worry about what they think about you because right now they don't even know themselves. They don't know themselves. You don't know yourself yet. You have an idea. Some people don't know themselves, and it is absolutely fine, absolutely normal. Uh, Thank you not. It is absolutely normal to not know yourself in school. Why? Because you have been. You have to understand. In school, you have about 14 to 15 years of your life that has been dictated to you. You have been put on a schedule for at least 15 years or 14 to 15 years of your life. If we're counting like preschool. If you were in nursery school, that's even longer. You could be on there for the full 18 of regulated, designated living. Someone told you when to get up, when to eat, how to get dressed, what to wear. Someone told you how to walk, how to talk, how to drive, how to ride. Someone has, like they have literally walked you. When you get 18, basically you graduate school, high school is your taste of like diet reality, light reality. It's like learning how to get on schedule without someone putting you on it. Seeing if those years actually stuck. Now, if you're not going to school or anything, guess what? This is work now. Work is something different. You gotta think. A lot of people see confidence as egotistical. They just do. Some people see people as assholes, but then again, if you're being like, I don't. It's a messy area to be in. I would say it's a little messy, but I would still say don't worry about them. If you do what you're supposed to do, if you are guided by some code of morality, and you let that guide you, the right people are gonna show up because you are not. If you are a good person, you just won't be where negative shit is. I know they say opposites attract, but it's not so much your complete opposites of world. You will attract until y'all don't. Like how they always say the good girl goes for the bad boy. Yeah, it's usually surface level shit. It's the thrill of it. It's the, oh, he does this and ooh. And, I'm breaking rules and I'm being rebellious. And then eventually, do you really want to do this? This is making me uncomfortable. I don't like that. Or it just brings out who they really were. One of the two. I still say, don't worry about them. Don't worry about them at all. You gotta think you're 18. Y'all have spent life right now living a life that you were told to live. Now you're about to figure out who you are. That's why I say between 18 and pretty much 30, you're still trying to figure out who you are. You have no idea that all your 20s should be just you fucking up and finding out. to me, you don't really start living life until you're probably past 35. And that depends on if you did not have to grow up early. That's a whole nother thing. You'll be okay, Matthew. I get it. I know you want to be in a relationship, but seeing this little insight tonight, kind of glad you aren't, because you would either lose yourself in it or you would become hardened to it. Like you get in a relationship and then you just want to be everything this person could want. And then you forget who you are. Or you're giving your all and you're not understanding why it's not, why they don't want to do their part, why they're not happy, why they are saying that they want to leave, or why you want to leave. Then you become dejected. There's nothing wrong with being single. Absolutely nothing wrong with being single. Oh, and I will warn y'all right now. What's today? Friday. Sunday, I won't be live. Sunday's my birthday. I'm not coming in here. Not coming in here. I might come in here Monday. Depending, I might come in here tomorrow. But I'm definitely not gonna be in here Sunday. Mm-mm. Are you gonna have a fuck buddy? Yep. And literally, this is a mummy saying, wrap it up. Be smart about this shit. Okay, well, make sure you bring your own. Or y'all go buy it together, because motherfuckers out here will poke a hole in shit. Y'all do what y'all do. I gotta get out of here. Because this is not kicking in, and it's starting to get, it's getting worse. Timing, baby. Next year, year after, year after. So 2024. Okay, I gotta get out of here because this shit is irritating me. Oh my god. I gotta cut it short tonight, and I also no problem, sugar. That's what big sisters are for. And by all means, check Instagram, TikTok. Check TikTok in about 15 to 30 minutes. You have end day lesson. So, thank you for joining us in the Shadow Gallery. The lights are out, the doors are closed, the Hellpaws will graciously and graciously escort you all out the door and off the premises. Please do not trip on your way out. They do not care. They will cash out like a bag of bones or rooms. If you'd like to book a private session, purchase a live pour, or donate to me, the Hellpaws or the show in general, you may do so at my website, www.MadamShadO.wixsite.com/website, or via PayPal or Cash App directly to Madam Shadow. There is no W in Shad'O ever. If you put a W in Shad'O, I'm not supposed to where you or your money goes or where you or your money ends up. As per usual, love me, like me, share, and subscribe to me. Turn your notifications on so you know when I go live. Join me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Big O, and TikTok. If you're on Big O, by me, my tag loudly and proudly, sugar. Like I said, stay tuned. 15 to 30 minutes, you will have your end of the day lesson on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Yeah. Any energetic beings that I extended an invitation to during this live, your invitation has been rescinded and your permission has been revoked. That being said, energetic beings that are here that are not welcome here, not assigned to be here, not supposed to be here, you do not have to go home. You do have to get the hell out of here and off the premises. We thank you all. We will see y'all possibly tomorrow night, definitely not Sunday, and possibly Monday. Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely not coming in here Sunday. I'm about to go eat good. And as usual, and always take care now. Bye bye. Then we will hopefully see y'all later. Tomorrow. Today. Oh, it hasn't turned 12 o'clock yet. So, yeah, tomorrow. Stay tuned. Go over to TikTok in like 15 to 30 minutes.